In the cold, deep waters of Loch Ness, something has been watched for over 1,500 years. There's no clear proof, no final explanation. Yet millions of people believe something is there. Not because of one photo, not because of one story, but because the sightings have never stopped. This is knowlyx, and today we're exploring the truth behind the Loch Ness Monster from ancient records all the way to modern sonar scans. The story doesn't begin with tourists or blurry photos. It starts way back in the year 565 AD with an Irish monk named Saint Columba. He described a creature in the river Ness. According to witnesses, it had attacked a man swimming in the water. Columba, it is said, raised his hand and the creature retreated back into the depths. This is the very first written account. It happened long before cameras, long before the internet, and long before elaborate hoaxes. Whatever people saw back then, it terrified them. But why this lake? Why Loch Ness? Well, it's not an ordinary lake. It's over 230 meters deep, which is more than 750 feet. It holds more water than all the lakes in England combined, and it's incredibly dark. The peat in the surrounding soil makes the water so murky that visibility drops to almost zero within just a few meters. If something large lived here, you wouldn't see it easily. These are the perfect conditions for a mystery. Then came the photo that changed everything. In 1934, the world met Nessie. The surgeon's photograph showed a long, slender neck rising from the water. Newspapers went wild. Tourism boomed. The legend went global. Decades later, however, the photo was exposed as a hoax. It was a model, a prank. But here's the problem. Even after the hoax was revealed, the sightings didn't stop. In fact, they increased. People kept seeing something in the loch, regardless of the famous fake photo. This is when modern technology entered the picture. Researchers brought in sonar scans, underwater drones, and even military-grade equipment to search the abyss. And repeatedly, sonar detected large, moving objects at depths where no known fish should exist. Scientists were quick to dismiss these readings. They suggested it was just debris or strange temperature layers creating false echoes or even optical illusions. But the shapes moved, and according to some operators, they moved with intention, as if they were alive. So, what could it be? Let's look at the theories. Theory 1. A surviving prehistoric reptile. People often link Nessie to the plesiosaur, a long-necked marine reptile from the age of dinosaurs. The problem with this idea is that plesiosaurs were air-breathing reptiles that likely needed warmer water, not the frigid depths of a Scottish loch. Theory 2. Giant eels. We know for a fact that eels live in Loch Ness. Scientists have even found their DNA in the water. Could some of them grow far larger than we expect? It's possible, and a giant eel could explain some of the long, serpentine shapes people report seeing. Theory 3. Optical illusions. This is the simplest explanation. The strange things people see could just be boat wakes, floating logs, or waves aligning in a deceptive way. The mind sees what it wants to see, especially in a place famous for a monster. And then there's Theory 4, something we don't know yet. New species are still discovered every year, especially in the deep ocean. So why not in a lake this deep and vast? The possibility of an unknown creature can't be completely ruled out. This brings us to why people still believe. There are over 1,000 documented sightings. These come from multiple independent witnesses across different eras and different cultures. What's interesting is that there's not one consistent shape described, but there is one consistent feeling. Fear, shock, and silence. People who claim to see Nessie rarely gain anything from it. There's no fame or fortune, yet they keep reporting it, often risking ridicule. There's a deep psychology at play here. Humans are naturally uncomfortable with unexplored spaces. We have an innate fear of deep water, dark environments, and unseen movement. The Loch Ness Monster lives in that fear. It persists not because it's proven, but because it's possible. It represents the unknown that still exists in our mapped and measured world. The Loch Ness Monster may never be proven, but it was never just a myth. It's a powerful reminder that even in our modern world, with all our technology, some places still refuse to give us all the answers. If something has been seen for 1,500 years, maybe the question isn't does it exist? But why are we so afraid that it might? Subscribe to knowlyx for more mysteries. And let us know in the comments, do you believe Nessie is real? And what mystery should we explore next? Thanks for watching.